Chairman, nice to see you, sir.
Hey, Greta.
So tell me your thoughts on the debate schedule that has been set up. Is it fine, unwise, or unfair?
Well, I don't think we should be having debates, Greta, on Sunday nights. We're not going to have a replay of the Democrat National Committee debate debacle. So I think the debate should be either on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. I think the debate commission should communicate to the leadership at both national parties and the campaigns and make sure that these debates happen at a reasonable time.
Would you agree that it's at least not unfair because it equally to both candidates, to the Democratic candidate and Republican candidate? It might be unwise. Actually, that's where I land, that it's unwise, not forcing people to try to choose between what they want to watch live, the debate or a football game?
Well, it's probably unwise, and I also think it's probably unfair to pick dates that would minimize the amount of people watching the debates. And so I just think that they need to communicate. I just don't think that they've been talking to the campaigns or the national parties, and they've taken this commission. And there was a study, the Annenberg study on these presidential debates. Anyone can look it up, but there's a lot of suggestions made for getting these debates up to speed with what people are expecting and what people want. And I think that the commission should look at that and then communicate with the campaigns and make sure that these are done at the right time. Look, we've got a change candidate in Donald Trump. He's sort of a movement candidate. Hillary Clinton's sort of acting like the incumbent, and they've basically been running the country for 8 years, and things aren't going well. In our case, we want more people watching. In her case, I'm sure she wants fewer people watching, just like she did in the Democrat debates.
In terms of a movement candidate, have you received any phone calls from any Republicans saying that they support or back up Donald Trump in his remark about the Gold Star family from the Democratic convention?
I've received, not really phone calls. I've gotten some emails and texts. And look, our Gold Star families are to be cherished and honored and loved and respected. And they're
but what about what Trump said? Because it has turned a lot of Republicans have actually come out and made statements against Donald Trump. This is different from what it's been like before. What are you going to do about that?
Well, I think the Gold Star family should be off limits. I think that the Gold Star families, like I said before, whatever sacrifices I think that I've made or you or anyone watching this have made, they're crumbs on the floor compared to these Gold Star families. And so I think the point is that we cherish and honor these families that are grieving and everything else. So that's my position on it, and I've made that clear to Republicans across the country that have reached out to me.
Is this a fatal political problem now for Donald Trump?
No, I don't think it's fatal, but I think it's something that he's talking about and he's dealing with. But we'll have to wait and see. But I certainly think that Donald Trump's a much better choice than Hillary Clinton. I think obviously you saw that in the convention, and she's forgotten about who's been in charge. She's forgotten about ISIS, and she's forgotten about what kind of a dangerous world we live in. So no, Donald Trump is the better choice. There's no question about it.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Greta.